This is a yoga cool down that we can use after any workout. We're going to start in child's pose with our hands either stretched out, being used as a pillow, or back behind us, our forehead on the ground. And let's take a few breaths right here. Hands are going to come right underneath our shoulders as we come to the hands and knees for just a moment. We're going to move into a pigeon pose. So we're going to take our right knee toward our right hand. We can angle as much or as little as we need under the body, and then stretching back on our left leg. We can stay here. Another option is to bring the elbows down. We can stretch the hands out. If we want to come down a little bit more, and just finding the breath right here. Bringing the hands right under the shoulders. We're going to come back to the hands and knees. And we're going to bring that left knee in for pigeon on the other side, stretching back with our right leg. We can release down to our elbows if we want. We can stretch out if we want. And finding the breath here. Back to the hands and knees. We're going to have a seat on the mat, and we're going to come into a twist. So we're going to have our right knee bent. We're sitting as tall as we possibly can. We've got our left foot flexed, keeping it rounded down to the mat. Spine is as tall as we can get it again, and then we twist around to the right, just dropping the hands gently into that twist. Holding here, looking around the right shoulder. We're going to start with the head first, coming back around. We're going to switch sides. The left knee bends, the right leg straightens. We have a long spine, very important to do that before we twist, and then we're going to twist to the left. Just letting the hands fall into the twist. We're looking past the left shoulder. Starting with the head, we're going to come back to center for a butterfly stretch. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Hands are going to be around the ankles. We have a long spine, and we're going to press our heart forward, letting our exhales guide us. Every time we exhale, we just sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Inhale, let's bring our heart up. We're going to take our knees to a bend. If we want to, we can use one leg as we roll back, keeping our core engaged, bringing our knees into our chest. I'm actually going to turn the other way. I think it's going to be easier for you to see what I'm doing in a couple of the poses. So we're down on the ground, knees are into the chest. And if we want to, we can stretch the toes to the sky, taking the hands underneath the hips just to take a little bit of the pressure off and holding here. As we release the legs down, we're going to take both feet flat on the ground for a moment, lifting the hips up to take the hands out. We're just lying our hands beside us. We're going to take our right leg, bring it over our left thigh, We can hold here if we're happy here. Otherwise, we can bring the left knee back toward us. We can bring the hands underneath that left thigh. We can straighten or bend the knee, it doesn't matter. I'm just holding here in this figure 4 or upside down pigeon stretch. We're going to bring that left foot down onto the ground, and then we're just going to take the left foot straight. We can take the right foot into kind of the crease between our torso and our leg and hold the supine lotus, or we can bring it out for a supine tree. So I've got my right foot on my left thigh, holding here for a moment, just depending on the stretch that we're wanting. We're going to place our right foot on the ground by our straight left leg. We're going to bring our arms to a T position on the ground. We're going to shift our left hip under. Our right knee is going to step across to the left side of our body. We can look to the right if we want to, or we can keep our head straight toward the sky, either way. We're going to come back to center, so bringing the hips back to center first. Hands lie beside us. We're going to take our left ankle across our right thigh for our figure 4 or upside down pigeon. We can bring our knee in if we want to on the right side. We can clasp the right hands. We can straighten the leg. We can bend the knee, whatever works the best. We're going to bring the right leg down. We can straighten it out. We can take our lotus if we want to by bringing the left foot up into the space between the leg and the torso. Or if we want to, that left foot can go to the inside of the right thigh. Just finding that stretch. We're going to bring the left foot down onto the mat beside our straightened right leg. We're going to take our hands out to a letter T on the ground. We're going to shift our right hip under, stepping our left knee to the right side of our body, looking to the left if we like. Bringing everything back to center. Knees are going to be bent, feet are flat on the ground. We're going to take the hands beside us, pressing the heels into the ground. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time into a bridge pose. We can stay here if we want to. We can lace our hands underneath us, rolling those shoulders under a bit. Hands are going to come down to the mat. We're going to roll down nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Full body stretch, hands going above our head, walking our feet out so our legs are straight, trying to get our body as long as possible. Hands are going to come down right beside us. We can take some breaths here. We can do some other stretches, whatever we need to do.